Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be creating a simple AKS cluster and will try to access from my local Windows machine. So I'm having the empty resource group, which I don't have anything here. So basically, I'm going to create a AKS cluster. Go and click create. Search for AKS. And click the AKS Kubernetes service. And just click this and click create. AKS. So you will have multiple option. I'm going to use dev test. Just keep the cost minimal. And here I'm going to create. Since I have the command already, I'm going to use the same so that I can use the same command. So basically it can be any name. So okay, scroll down and the availability zone, keep just only one. Rest everything you can uncomment it. And you can select the various version what is available. For now I'm going to keep it default. So I'm not since I'm going to create for my educational purpose, I'll create. I'm not going to keep it for a long time, so I'm not going to patch or anything. Simply I'm going to keep disabled. And similarly here I'm going to keep it none. So this one I'll talk about, I'll put in a different video how you can create the Microsoft Entra ID to authenticate through Azure RBAC. For now, just keep it. You can select anything you want to create, but I'll put a separate video on that. Next. Here also, I'm going to keep my agent pool very minimal. So these are like very expensive. Your cost is directly aligned to what you have here. So keep the cost minimal. Find out which is suitable for your need. Since this is for the educational purpose, I don't want to keep something expensive one. So I'll create and delete later. So simply I'm going to select the lower version of Kubernetes cluster. Okay, and then I'm going to keep it manual and make sure that the node count is 1, because as I said before, I will delete this one later. You update. Next. And if you have your own VNet, you can select. But I'm going to create. I'm going to let AKS cluster creates the VNet. So I'm going to keep DNS AKS. Okay. You next. Next. Yeah, keep it minimal so that it won't cost you more. You next. Unselect. Next. Next. And create. I'll pause this video as this is going to take 3 minutes to complete the installation. So I'm going to pause this video. Okay, your installation is completed. So in order to connect to your local, you have to have your AC command. Since this command I already installed, and by running this, it will install your AC CLI in your local. So I'm going to skip this one, but I'm going to execute the remaining commands. So there is a command called AC login use device code. If you already log into the browser portal, simply you can use this command so that it will you can. Okay, let me show you by executing this. Type copy this, go back to your PowerShell or Windows, just give enter. It will basically give you the URL and the corresponding code. So copy this URL, enter, go back to browser, and copy this code. So basically what you copy, you need to enter here. That way, that way you are connecting to you're giving the credential and everything through here. Once you are connected to your Azure portal, if you go back to your PowerShell, it will tell you what uh, subscription that you need to use. I'm going to select one. Okay, once you select one, that means you can, it's basically you can switch to any subscription. If you have multiple subscription, you can select to the subscription where you install your Kubernetes cluster. In my case, I have installed my Kubernetes on AKS demo. That is why I selected one. Okay, if you go back here, Kubernetes running with one node pool and with the version 1.32.9. So going back here, simply execute kubectl get nodes. Okay, you'll get this error because you haven't specified what type of Kubernetes configuration that you are using it. So for that, you need to execute this command. Basically, you're making sure your config file, you're getting this config file to be used for you to connect from your local. So here you have to give your resource group, this is RG AKS, and this is your Kubernetes cluster name. Copy this and go to your PowerShell and execute. Okay, so clear. Now go and execute kubectl get nodes. Okay, that means you can access from your local, you can connect to your Kubernetes command and you can see how many nodes are running. kubectl run nginx image equal to nginx. I'm just creating a simple part, kubectl get parts. So we have successfully created your Kubernetes cluster and accessed Kubernetes cluster from your Windows local machine. And finally, you also deploy the nginx deployment. This is a simple video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe it. Thank you.